everyone, and welcome to the BMB Game of the Week, featuring the Mepham Pirates and the Great Neck South Rebels. I'm Rocco, joined here by my colleague, Brandon Hislop. How's it going, Brandon?
I'm good, Rocco. How are you?
I'm good. Mepham Senior Night will be honoring the senior players who will be graduating this year. There are 6 graduating seniors in the 2018 class. Victoria Scully. Let's go to the coach.
So, first of all, thank you everyone for coming tonight. It's been a great day here. We're going to be honoring 6 seniors tonight. Of our acclimated Pirates. First, I wanted to thank a few people that made this season run so well. Thank you to our athletic directors, Mr. Rocco and Mr. Capello, for everything they do. They give us everything for our program, and we really appreciate everything they do for us. just gave us every ounce that she had for the last 5 years. Once again, stats do not measure what this kid has brought to the Mepham Lady Pirates program. A softball player, cross-country runner, she was named Mepham's Athlete of the Month this past January. She was named honorable mention All-County last season. She just accepted an athletic scholarship to play softball and study nursing at LIU Post. Mr. and Mrs. Costello, please join senior captain number 20, Howard.
special night in the Bellmore community there. Mr. Mulvey with a great speech about all his players.
It's really a great speech, Brandon. You know, really showed how much he appreciated all 6 players for their time, their dedication to the program. What a great night to honor these seniors.
Yeah, as you can see, 6 seniors for the Mepham Pirates. Really emotional story for Julie Anderson with her 2 torn ACLs, right, Rocco?
Yes, and so is Maria Bagonis with her also torn ACL. That was a big blow to the Pirates this coming season. But, you know, they battled, and you know what, they've done a great job this year so far, and they're looking ahead into the conference finals. So Brandon, this Mepham's head coach, as you know, is Jim Mulvey. This is his 14th year as head coach. He has 155 total wins since taking over the program as head coach back in 2003. He has 7 conference titles and 2 county Final Four appearances since 2003. Their assistant coach is Rich Petraitis, and their current record is 11-6 overall, 7-4 conference play. Last week's highlights was Kelsey Vanderwater had 90 points and Cal Castono added with 9, but Mepham fell short in a 52-38 loss to number 1 seed Manhasset. The Pirates are now tied in second place with district rival Calhoun.
Yes, Rocco, a big loss to the number 1 seed Calhoun last week for Mepham. And last week, or this week, on Tuesday, the Great Neck South Rebels had a big win to gain their place in the county playoffs. A big 11 points from Vivian Vladis, and a big 8 points and 15 rebounds for Tiana Carter in a huge 38-36 win over MacArthur. With this win, the Rebels secured a spot in the playoffs. This game against the Pirates, it's just for seeding, as we said. The Rebels already gained a huge berth, which they did not expect at the beginning of the season.
You know, Brandon, what a great job head coach Umstatter of the Great Neck South Rebels have done this season. You know, they've done a great job battling for that last playoff spot all season long, you know. And with this, he said with this young team, they're going to take some time to develop this young team, but making the playoffs this year was definitely a huge feat to come for the coming years for these young players.
Yes, Rocco, as you see on the court, both teams warming up before the game. A big Friday night game, senior night here at Mepham. A lot of people in the crowd rooting for their seniors.
You know, Brandon, I'm pretty sure this is the first Friday night game we've done. You know, it's definitely going to be a big night. You know, it's definitely going to be a big night.
And the 3 keys to the game for Great Neck South. The Great Neck South Rebels have to get back on defense. They also need to limit Cara Castaldo and Marianne Bagonis on the offense, and they have to run the floor well. Rocco, with Marianne Bagonis, how big do you think she's going to be for the Mepham Pirates tonight?
You know, but I think Marianne Bagonis is going to have a great game. You know, her three-pointer is very deadly, and if you touch that in the mid-range, you should not, because she's also deadly from the mid-range as well.
And the 3 keys to the game for the Mepham Pirates. They have to limit the 3-ball from the Great Neck South Rebels. The Rebels have some big 3-point shooters on their team. They also need to box out on their rebounds. The big girls for the Mepham Pirates, which include Ariana McLean, have to do very well tonight on their rebounds. And they also need to work on both sides of the ball, not just on offense. As you know, Rocco, defense wins games.
Yes, Brandon, and during an interview when we interviewed Coach Mulvey this week, he preached about how they've gotten a lot of offense but not a lot of defense, and that has certainly taken part in some of their games that they have lost and some tough losses this season.
Rocco, as you know, our very new
Here comes the Great Neck South starting five.
The Great Neck South starting five, which includes guard number 12, Vivian Vladis, the sophomore. Guard number 15, Casey Sanders, the senior. At forward, Amber Roggendorf, 31, the freshman. 9th grade freshman in the starting lineup. How do you like that, Rocco?
Brandon, it's definitely a huge feat for the freshman. But, that Rebel team is very young. Coach Umstatter is expecting these girls to have them for another 3 or 2 years. It's definitely a young team. And making these playoffs this year has been a huge feat for them so far.
Rocco, I don't know if you know, but the Great Neck Rebels have 3 freshmen in their lineup tonight. 3 freshmen, Rocco. Mepham Pirates have 1. 3 freshmen for the Rebels. How big of a factor do you think the freshmen are for the Rebels?
Brandon, last game, as we talked about, everyone makes big contributions. That's going to be a huge factor tonight. As we move to the Mepham starting 5, at the guard, Julia Lincoln, number 3. She is a senior, and she's averaging 2.1 points per game. At the other guard, Kelsey Vanderwater, number 4, senior. She's averaging 11.4 points per game. She's having an outstanding season. At center, Julia Anderson, number 32, senior. She is averaging 1.5 points per game. She's been battling through a tough season so far as she torn a second time of her ACL this past season.
We just got word in that Julia Anderson is actually not playing tonight. Julie Anderson still hurt with her torn ACL injury.
Definitely been a huge factor since she's gone down because her down low presence has been surely a factor. All her season she's been on varsity. And this season they have not had her. So it's been a very, very deadly effect as they've lost some tough losses.
Rocco, before this, the JV Rebels played against the JV Pirates in not a good game, but a decently good game, with the Pirates having a 38-27 win. Big game there. Big factor in that game was Jillian Mayer for the Mepham Pirates. How do you think that game went?
Brian, I thought it was a great game.
You stink.
I can't, I'm sorry.
A great game there, Rocco. Yes, it was. Both teams warming up for this big Friday night game. And Rocco, our new series on our YouTube channel, BM Sports. Make sure you check it out every week.
Right there is Coach Mulvey, his 14th season with the Pirates. He's had 7 conference titles and 2 county Final Four appearances since 2003 as he joined the program as head coach on his resume. What a great job Coach Mulvey has done in his 14 years.
Great job. I mean, as you can see tonight, Coach Mulvey, a big factor in these girls' lives. A great speech about every single one of these girls, really gets involved with these girls and has a very nice relationship with them.
Yes, Brad. It really shows his appreciation for their dedication and hard work they've put in all these past months. And for the seniors, these past 4 years.
And as you see, at the Mepham Pirates, it's Marianne Begonis giving the girls a nice pep talk before the game to get them all pumped up for the game against the Rebels.
Brad, you expect that from a senior. She has a veteran experience. She's been doing great all season since her ACL injury. She's done her best. And, her senior experience has definitely guided these Pirates through some tough injuries and some tough losses this season.
Rocco, it's just about time for tip-off between the Mepham Pirates and Great Neck South Rebels on February 9th at 6:45 start time. What are you expecting tonight from the game?
Brad, I'm expecting both teams to come out hard. Even though it's the last game of the season and this is not playoffs and heading into the playoffs, this is still a great game on a Friday night, especially for the Mepham Pirates as it's their senior night to honor their 6 seniors. So I'm expecting a great game overall.
Rocco, what about Vivian Vladis from the Great Neck South Rebels. What are you expecting from her?
You know, Vivian Vladis has done a great job so far, as she is doing a great job.
Special moment right there. Julia Anderson getting in the starting lineup, even with her torn ACL.
You know, Brad, it's definitely going to be an emotional night for her, as it's going to be maybe their second torn ACL.
Next, get on FAN. They're going to need some new blood down the road.
But Brandon, we're just about ready for tip-off. What are you expecting from this game?
Expecting a very good game.
This is going so bad. This is going so bad in so many wrong directions. Yeah. Oh my God. I'm calling you Al Michaels. Oh my. Okay, just run it.
Just got to start already, my guy.
All right. So Brandon, we're almost ready for tip-off on Mepham Senior Night 2018, Friday night. What are you expecting from this game?
I'm expecting a lot from this game, Rocco. A big, emotional night. Really emotional.
As we're getting ready for tip-off, all five of the six seniors out there for Mepham Pirates. Including senior Julia Anderson. Great Neck South wins the tip. It might have been a delayed tip right there, but they scored.
Here's Vanderwater to Castaldo. Julia Anderson puts in the layup. Special moment now, Rocco. Special moment there from Julia Anderson with her torn ACL to give the Pirates the first 2 points and get them on the board to make it a 2-2 game.
What a great moment right there for the senior, Brandon. A lot of emotions flowing, but that was a great moment right there for the senior. You know, she scored with her second torn ACL. You know, what a special moment for her right there.
Number 10, Valerie Delaganis to pass it in. To number 15, Casey Sanders. Sanders to 12, Vivian Vladis. Vladis looks to drive on Castaldo. Shoots. Sanders can't get it to fall. Big rebound there by Vanderwater. Vanderwater drives to the left. Leniken to Bergonis.
That was a good shot by Marianne Bergonis. Now check again. Ariana McLean for Victoria Scully. One of the 6 seniors.
Scully hurt as she comes out with an ankle injury. It's Casey Sanders. Sanders to Vivian Gladys.
Costello played tight defense.
Volantis. No. McLean looks to get the rebound. Off the freshman number 31, Amber Ragendorf. Bergonis to inbound to Leniken. Here's Leniken. Drives up the court. Top of the key. Leniken.
Look for Casado up top.
There's Vanderwater. Good ball movement there by the Pirates, but can't get the jumper to fly. Sanders to Volantis.
Rebels trying to drive to the basket right now.
Volantis to Emma.
What a great pass inside.
Emma Forstner can't get it.
Ariana McLean comes up with it.
Bergonis to Leniken. Leniken top of the key. Good pick there by Vanderwater. Vanderwater rolls off the pick. Bergonis for three. Big three there. Yes. Wet like water for the three there by Marianne Bergonis. Number 12, Vivian Volantis. Casey Sanders.
That was a great shot by Marianne Bergonis. She's lights out from downtown.
Really good ball movement there, too, by the Pirates. Volantis guarded by Castaldo. Pirate ball. 5-2, 5:51 left. Bergonis to inbound to Leniken. Leniken doing a great job so far tonight, bringing the ball up and playing guard.
You know what, Brandon? She may be small, but she makes up for it in the stats.
Leniken, Bergonis, Castaldo to Vanderwater. Great ball movement again there by the Pirates.
What a great drive by Vanderwater right there. She's the leading scorer for the Mepham Pirates, having a great senior season.
Sanders to the freshman, Amber Ragendorf. Foul. Ariana McLean with the foul. Rocco, what do you think Mepham needs to do to stay in the lead?
You know, Brandon, I think they have to play good defense. You know, we talked to Coach Mulvey. He says they have to do a lot more of it. And, you know, just keep shooting the high percentage shots and they'll be fine.
Volantis drives.
What a big hit. And
No ball there.
By Marianne Bergonis.
Castaldo to Leniken. Leniken with a good drive. The floater. No. Leniken tries to get her own rebound. She does.
Great
Tips it to Castaldo.
What a great hustle play.
Both teams, great hustle play there, Rocco.
Definitely.
5-2, Mepham Pirates.
4:57 left in the first quarter.
Okay. Virginia. Hey,
Bergonis to Leniken.
kick in, pop.
Leniken
Quick.
to Bergonis. Ball moving again. Looks like they're doing the same play. Leniken shoots.
Fresh, come on.
Vanderwater can't get the rebound. Here's Volantis. Volantis drives to right. Passes to Casey Sanders. Sanders drives underneath.
Great block by Ariana McLean.
Here's Vanderwater driving. It's tipped. And Mepham ball. Rocco, what a block there by McLean.
You know, Brandon, you know, she's one of the bigs, and, you know, she could stretch out for that block. What a great block right there.
Watch for Bergonis.
To McLean. McLean gets blocked.
Clobbered by a sea of rebels.
Volantis stuffed by Bergonis.
What a great hustle play by Bergonis.
She pulls it up. Vanderwater, Castaldo. Castaldo with a great pass to Bergonis. Bergonis, same spot for three. This time can't get it to fall.
Almost on mark right there.
Number 20, Emma Forstner. For three. No, but rebounded by number 10, Valerie Deleganis.
Turnover. Picked up by Julia Linigan. She drives up the right side.
Here's Lenniken. Vanderwater with the high arcing three. No. Rebounded. Here's Emma Forstner. To Volantis.
Wide open.
No. Rebounded by Vanderwater. Vanderwater to Begonis. Begonis to Castaldo.
She's wide open.
Castaldo, right-hand layup, gets fouled. That's the first foul of the game by number 20, Emma Forstner.
Brandon, what do you think the Great Neck South Rebels have to do in this first quarter to stabilize Mepham's pushing offense?
They need to lock them down on defense. Cara Castaldo, the guard forward senior, she's a senior captain and soul of the team, gives 110% every time she plays, even in practice. 5-year varsity player, held one of the best scorers in the country on Wantagh to well below her average.
He's also another senior who has been having another outstanding season. Taken away by Begonis. She goes off to the races. She drives.
Yes,
Hey,
big bet there.
Oh, what a great move by Marianne Begonis, Brandon.
Yes, great steal. Great interpretation that she knew the ball was going to get there. Emma Forstner. Begonis looks to steal again, but this time a reach foul. Rocco, a little too aggressive there by Marianne Begonis.
I would say so, but Brandon, that's what makes her great. Her aggressive play has surely been a great factor this season. Marianne Begonis, as you know, is a senior captain. Last year she was a Conference Team Player of the Year. She was recently signed to a Division II basketball scholarship from Molloy University. What a great season she's had so far, even with the ACL injury.
Yeah, very good season. And now it's Castaldo, drives the right-hand side. She knocks down number 20, Emma Forstner, and gets the basket. It's 9-2, 2:40 left. What do you think is going to be said in these timeouts by both teams, Rocco?
You know, Brandon, going through the team's minds right now, I think both teams have to still play their type of defense, not let either teams play them. They want to play at their own pace. So that's really going to decide the factor of this game.
Rocco, it sounds like Coach Tom Umstatter is very disappointed with his girls after they only scored 2 points in 5 minutes and 40 seconds.
20 seconds, but close. Yeah, Brandon, I mean, he might be a little bit disappointed because, he thinks, he can get the best out of his girls. That's why he's having such a successful season, because Coach Umstatter has been getting everything out of his girls. What a great season he's done so far with this Great Neck South Rebels team.
It's going to be Great Neck South ball as they bring in the same 5 that they had in before the timeout. It's number 10, Valerie Delaganis, as she brings it up now.
Tightly covered.
Emma Forstner gets it to drop. Good talk there by the coach to get the Great Neck South on the board.
That's their first points in over 5 minutes, Brandon.
Vanderwater looks to switch to Lenniken. Lenniken
wide
drops
open.
it.
She had a wide open Castaldo in the corner.
Begonis, good pass to Vanderwater into Castaldo. Castaldo with a good post move, which gets blocked. It's off the hand of freshman Amber Roggendorf and goes out for Mepham ball.
Brandon, that was a great block by Valerie Delaganis down low.
Castaldo.
He drives.
Castaldo drives.
Sanders trying to push up the court.
Touched by McLean and goes out for Great Neck ball. Two minutes left to play.
Looks like another sub's coming in. Max Bresnader coming in for Ariana McLean. She goes to the bench.
Oh.
And as I just say that, what a great block by Maxine Bresnader right there.
Actually a foul, Rocco.
It's a great defensive play. It was a great defensive play.
Number 31, Amber Roggendorf to shoot the free throws. First one can't get the fall. Rocco, what does Roggendorf have to do to get these free throws to fall?
Brad, I think she just sees a center herself. Head through the rim. She missed the second one. Rebounded by Kelsey Vanderwater. She pushes it off the court.
Here's Vanderwater, top of the key. To Begonis. Vanderwater. Vanderwater to Lenniken.
What great ball movement so far by the Mepham Pirates.
Bagonis to Linnekin. Linnekin. To Vanderwater. Vanderwater. Castaldo can't get the 3 to fall. Big rebound by Bresnader, and she gets fouled. Number 31, Amber Rockendorf, second foul of the game.
Looks like Maxine Bresnader will go to the line to shoot 2. She makes the first one. You know, Brandon, Maxine Bresnader is the backup for Ariana McLean, as she usually starts. Has been getting the stats needed from the bench unit that Coach Mulvey has needed.
And 2 big free throws there by Bresnader. Casey Sanders. Sanders to Emma Forstner. Forstner with a big move.
Defense. Great pickup by Vanderwater.
Casey Sanders. Sanders for 3. Yes, that one is wet like water.
Brandon, with that 3, Sanders cuts the lead to 4 points.
Linnekin. Linnekin looks to switch the ball.
You know, Brandon, as Coach Mulvey has said, he's really wanted the Mepham Pirates to share the ball more. And you know what? They've done a great job sharing the rock this game. Great hustle by Costello. Couldn't get to go.
Valerie Delaganis with the post move. And a block there by number 4, Kelsey Vanderwater. Good defense on that possession by the Mepham Pirates. Sanders to inbound. To Rogendorf. Post move? No.
Can't box
Forstner, blocked by Bagonis. Forstner again.
Great offensive
Bagonis.
rebound. Finally comes out by Maxine Bresnader. Linnekin drives up the court.
Linnekin. Tipped.
That will be... Oh, it's tipped.
Bagonis. Vanderwater. Vanderwater. Castaldo. Castaldo to Vanderwater. Linnekin for 3 with 2 people in her face. Rebounded by Emma Forstner.
8 seconds coming up of the first.
Oh, big 3 there by number 12, Vivian Volantis. It's 11-10.
As we come close to the quarter, Mepham's up 11-10.
And now coming into the booth, the big and bad Billy Molloy. Billy, how's it going today?
I'm good, Brandon. How are you?
I'm very good. What do you have to say of that first quarter of ball?
I thought it was a very interesting first quarter. You know, it's still close going into the second. So I think it's still going to be a competitive game. It's fast-paced, a lot of action, a lot of scoring.
Billy, who do you think's hot right now for both teams?
I feel like for Mepham, I feel like 20 Castaldo does. She's doing a very good job. She's scoring. She's working hard. She's getting the ball, moving it, motivating players.
And what about for Great Neck South?
For Great Neck South, I'm looking at Vivian Volantis, number 12. She's small, but, you know, she's a hard worker. She's a workhorse, and she gets it done on both sides of the court.
As Coach likes to say, she's small, but she knows how to ball.
I agree.
Billy, what do you think was said from both coaches during that talk between the first quarter and second quarter?
I think for Mepham, they're mostly talking about, you know, just keep up the hard work. They just got to run fast. I feel like their motive right now, they just got to stay fast and stay tough, and they'll eventually come out to win. And for Great Neck South, I feel like most of the time they got to step it up. They need to make better passes, take smarter shots, all that, basic fundamentals, because, you know, it's a close game. There's nothing you really tell them to do better.
It's number 20, Emma Forstner. Guarded very heavily by Bagonis. Emma gets out of it. There's newly into the game, number 24, Tiana Carter. Carter to Emma Forstner. Forstner to Vivian Volantis. Volantis to Carter. Carter drives his own. Air roll.
A turnover.
Bagonis to inbound. Linnekin still the point guard. Linnekin doing a very nice job that first quarter being the point guard.
She's doing a great job running the ball up today.
Bagonis. Good switching there. Bagonis in her spot from 3. Number 15, Casey Sanders to Emma Forstner. It's 11-10, 7-11 left to play in the second quarter. Casey Sanders, Forstner to give the Great Neck South the lead. Nope, but rebounded by number 10, Valerie Delaganis.
And a good defensive effort for
Vanderwater. Bagonis for 3. Yes, that gives the Pirates a 4-point lead.
Great shot selection there. High percentage.
Forstner. Number 12, Vivian Galantis.
Oh,
Great box out there by Bresnader. Linnigan. Vanderwater looks to drive on her left hand.
The rebound was collected by number 24, Carter, but a little physical defense there.
Bagonis, the leading scorer for the Pirates so far tonight with 8 points. 6 of those 8 points being from threes. Both of those threes, a straight swoosh. Coming into the game, number 20 for the Mepham Pirates.
Castaldo.
My bad, number 30, Megan Rawlinson. She's a junior in the big girl rotation. She's a space eater, controls the paint, needs to improve her tools in her game here and there, like her jump shot. And also coming into the game, number 10, Lori Della Croce. She's a sophomore, their backup point guard. Was put on JV at first, but Coach Mulvey thought that she's able to play on varsity. Della Croce. Good pick there by Castaldo. And there's Vanderwater for 3. Back-to-back threes from the Pirates.
Vanderwater damaging against the Rebels with 2 straight three-pointers unanswered.
Delegantis to Forstner. To Tiana Carter. Tiana looks to drive. Good post move, but after the rolls, can't get it to fall. It's Mepham ball, 5:26 left in this first half.
Good box shot there by Lori Della Croce.
Linnigan.
A play run by Mepham.
Good ball movement by the Pirates.
Cross. A legal screen is called
on Megan Rawlinson.
Vivian driving up the court to Carter.
Tiana Carter drives on her right hand. Tiana Carter, not a passer to me. Well done by the Great Neck South Rebels to press the Mepham offense high and force them into a turnover. Sanders looks to inbound to Delegantis, but it falls to Forstner.
Good defense there by Bresnader.
Oh, Sanders goes down hard. What a foul call. Tough call there. Mulvey not liking that foul.
The foul is called on Linnigan.
That's the first foul of the game from Julia Linnigan.
7-point game here. Mepham is taking the lead, 17-10.
And again, doesn't pass and loses the ball.
Carter turns the ball over there. Loose ball. She forces a foul on Kelsey Vanderwater.
And Tiana Carter with the foul after losing the ball. Here's Linnigan. Julia Linnigan playing the whole game so far tonight. Doing a great job bringing the ball up and dishing it off to her teammates.
Linnigan on the perimeter to Della Croce.
Into Megan Rawlinson. Drives on Tiana Carter. Great move there by Megan Rawlinson. What a move. Really, what do you think of that move?
I thought it was a great layup underhand right through the pressure. 9-point lead for Mepham now. They're on a 9-0 run. Rebels haven't scored in quite a bit.
Tiana Carter goes out for Rebel ball. 4:15 left. 3 fouls for the Mepham Pirates. and a full timeout called by the Great Neck South Rebels coach. Billy, what do you think is going to be said during this timeout?
Well, Brandon, I think during this timeout, they're going to need to recoup a little bit and re-energize. They need to gather their minds together, and they really need to think about what they're going to do coming out of this timeout. They need to, they need to cut down on the turnovers. They need to move the ball and take better shots once again.
And what about Coach Mulvey? What do you think he's going to be saying during this timeout?
Well, for Mepham, all they need to do is keep up what they've been doing. They need to keep pressure on defense, and they need to move fast on offense. And that's all they're going to need to do.
Billy, who do you think's hot right now?
Well, for Mepham, I think after that, Megan Rawlinson is still, she's probably figured out the defense now in the paint. She probably has it all under control. And for Great Neck South, I still think, I don't think anybody's really hot for them right now. They let up 9 straight points on defense, and they still haven't thought of anything yet to stop it. They haven't figured out Mepham. They're doing a good job.
Both these teams getting ready to play in the county playoffs. Both of them looking to get a county championship and bring it back to their hometown.
Indeed, Brandon. This match is just for seeding, really, after Great Neck South has clinched a playoff spot last week with their close win, 38-36.
It's Casey Sanders, the inbound. Sanders inbounds. And goes through the hands of one and off the body of the other and falls to Cristaldo. Cristaldo, left-hand layup? No. Vanderwater rebound? Yes. It's 21-10. 11 straight unanswered points for the Pirates.
A lot of miscommunication there. Della Giannis called for the ball, but Vivian had her hands in her face, a little forcing the turnover there. Teammates need to work together, not against each other.
Volantis looks for Tiana Carter. Falls to Tiana Carter. Good pass by Tiana Carter. It's Casey Sanders, drives. Sanders, air ball.
Another turnover, another bad shot selection, which is part of the reason why they're down by so much right now.
Lenikin. Lenikin to Delacroce. Delacroce, Lenikin. Cristaldo. Vanderwater.
A little short. Rebound by Fortson.
Good
all the way up. Vivian.
Good drive there by Vivian Volantis and gets it to fall.
Good righty layup. First bucket in a while. They're still down by 9, however.
Lenikin. It's Delacroce. Delacroce for 3.
Off the inside of the rim, and it's a fast break for Vivian.
Oh, Vivian Volantis can't get the ball to fall in her hands, or else she would have had a wide open layup. Number 11, Marianne Begonis, and number 31, Ariana McLean, coming into the game for number 3, Julia Lenikin, and number 30, Megan Rawlinson. Kelsey Vanderwater, big factor in tonight's game, has played every minute so far with 5 points. Vanderwater, one of the seniors, will be graduating and going to college on a softball scholarship. Vanderwater looks to go inside to Cristaldo.
Good defense by Carter. Took the pass into Vivian now. Nice break. But good job right there to slow them down. Carter.
Looks to lose the ball.
Picks up the ball. Cross court to Vivian. And it's out of bounds. Another turnover. Just frustration all over the court for the Rebels. And another sloppy mistake.
Hey, hooch on the baseline, BYU.
Begonis turns into the point guard after Lenikin comes out. Vanderwater. Delacroce.
We gotta be up. We're good.
Delacroce, top of the key. Looks to drive the right. Plays. 3. No. McLean looks to get the rebound. She's on the floor, diving for it. McLean does get the rebound and plays to Delacroce. Delacroce with the floater. McLean with another rebound. McLean with another rebound.
Delacroce on the perimeter for 2. It's all.
And another Pirate rebound.
Delacroce on the perimeter. They're going to slow it down now. Outstanding effort by the Pirates with a little, maybe 5 straight rebounds on offense. Good job boxing out, which is one of their main keys in taking the win in this one.
Vanderwater drives on the left hand. McLean with a nice touch.
It's out of bounds. Substitution coming into the game is Emily Gao. Subbing out Tiana Carter. The Rebels have the ball underneath their own basket. It's
Casey Sanders. Sanders drives the left-hand side. Travel call minute 31 left in this first half of play, with the Pirates being up 9 points. Here's number 5 coming in for the Mepham Pirates. Caroline Keene. Keene's the junior, outside zone buster, Mulvey calls her. Lefty soccer player, just a very good athlete in general.
She's very well conditioned.
Also coming into the game, Julia Rollinson, number 14. The freshman, the only freshman on the team. And as we're saying that, Caroline Keene hits a big 3 to give the Pirates a 24-12 lead. And Casey Sanders with a double dribble call. As we said before, Caroline Keene, just a very good athlete in general. Always winning condition drills during practice. Helps the team by shooting the 3 ball against zone defense. Pagonis. Keene. Keene, Pagonis. Rollinson. Keene. For 3. Looks to make it back-to-back threes. No. Rebounded by Emily Gal. Gal to Forstner. Casey Sanders, who's played this whole game so far. Sanders, picked by Vivian. Stepped out of bounds. Mepham ball. 42.5 seconds left in this first half of play. Billy, how do you think this second quarter has been so far for both teams?
I feel like this second quarter has been very lopsided, leaning towards Mepham. The Rebels have had plenty of turnovers, and I feel like they need to switch up their defense a little. I don't think the zone's working against what Mepham has going on offense.
Pagonis.
Not there.
Castaldo. Rollinson. Rollinson's Keene.
A travel
call. Good call there by the ref.
She took that first step before she dribbled. And that caused the turnover. One of the very few this game from Mepham.
Casey Sanders. Sanders guarded by Keene. 17 seconds. Vivian Volantis. 24-12. Good pass.
Inside, the layup still can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, it's good.
There's 1 second left.
Shot for Valley.
And that's the half. 10-point lead for the Pirates going into halftime. Billy, what's going to be said during halftime by both coaches?
For the Rebels, they need to really fix their defense and their offense. They have many turnovers. They need to get their heads in the game. They can't think that they're out of this already. 10-point lead could be taken away within only a matter of minutes. So if they get back in this game, they get fired up coming out of the half, they'll be able to come back in this game. And for Mepham, they just got to keep going with what they're doing.
10 minutes during this halftime until the start of play.
All right, you know, Billy, as the first half came to a close, Mepham's up by 10. What are you expecting from the Great Neck South Rebels to come back from a 10-point deficit?
Well, like I said earlier, they need to cut down on the turnovers. It's really playing a big factor in what they're doing. And, you know, if they just cut down on the turnovers, get their heads back in the game, get fired up, you know, they'll be able to be back in this. It's only 10 points, not that much for Great Neck South. But if they let Mepham run all over them on the court, they let Mepham hustle them out, they'll be able to, Mepham's going to take the win.
Now, Billy, I noticed that in the first half, you know, when we talked to Coach Umstatter in the interview during the week, he said that, you know, I mean, they've done give 110%, but the one thing they have to limit on is the passes, you know. He says they pass a little too much, you know. They share the ball a little too much, and that translates into easy turnovers for the other team, so they can capitalize on points rather than them. How do you think that's going on in that game?
Well, that's where your basketball IQ comes in now. He's telling them to cut down the passes, and the few passes that the Great Neck South Rebels are taking in this game are resulting in turnovers.
We would like to welcome back Nicole Castaldo, who's on the court right now. She's a returning Mepham graduate, an all-county basketball player. She is the sister of Kara Castaldo. She really had a big impact for the Mepham Pirate community and the Mepham Pirate basketball team.
Well, we'd like to introduce to you guys the first ever student-produced show from Mepham, developed by BMB Broadcasting, hosted by Rocco, my partner here, the BMB Sports Talk. The first one was Friday, February 2nd, 2018. It's the first show covering all sports all around, NCAA, NFL, all sports.
You know, Billy, it really is turning to a great success, you know. I mean, I'm really having a lot of fun, you know, recording that with Brandon, you know. We worked the script, you know, we worked on it very, very, very detailed, you know, very thorough, you know, trying to get the best all-around sports aspect you can get on a sports show, you know. I mean, when I first brought up to our executive producer, Mr. Stein, you know, I mean, he was very happy, you know. He was said, like, way ahead of you. We started 2 days after. And, you know what, that first episode was very successful. You know, we talked about the Super Bowl, about upcoming games this weekend, and another episode 2 is coming out soon, discussed the Super Bowl recap. One of the biggest events coming up this year. Tonight's opening ceremony, the Winter Olympics. The Winter Olympics is probably the biggest sports event of this year in the winter. You know, had a great time with Brandon. You know, it's definitely fun recording with him and talking to him about sports. You know, we have great conversations.
I think it's a great show as well. It's very fun to watch, as the topics are very interesting to talk about, and to hear everybody's opinions, see who I can side with, and who I agree with, and who I can compare my opinions to as well on the sports world.
So, Bill, what do you think Mepham has done right in the first half?
Correctly for Mepham, they've been playing very good defense, and they've been playing very smart. That's one of the big ideas here for their team. They've been taking very good shots. They've been making very good passes, running very good plays, and it's all because of they're just playing really smart. They're not making that extra pass unless they don't have to. And for Bright Neck, that's kind of what they don't have. You know, they're not communicating as much. They're not spacing the floor as much. And I feel like they should probably switch up their defense a little bit. They're running a 2-3 zone, and not against Mepham. They're penetrating right into the paint, getting on the basket, and they're hitting their outside shots too. Great Neck's not really doing a good job of covering all those shots and deflecting or even contesting any of the shots or passes.
You know, Billy, I completely agree with you there. You know, another thing that Coach Umstatter said when we interviewed him was that exactly what you said. You know, I mean, they have to take upon themselves, you know, to come back from a 10-point lead in this kind of game. You know, even though it's the last game of the season, it doesn't really matter because you won one game to get into the playoffs as a number 4 seed. You know, but this could still be a great game. You know, to learn level of skill heading into the playoffs, you know, make them work, you know, learn what you have, what you don't have, and try and do what you know in order to, you know, win this game. And, you know, heading into the playoffs is definitely a big factor, you know, especially as a 4 seed. And Mepham is currently tied with Calhoun, district rival, as a 2 seed. You know, it depends either way. They might end up in second or Calhoun might end up in third. You know, it's definitely a big game tonight.
I definitely agree with that. And, you know, this game for the Rebels even, they already have been granted their playoff berth this year, but, you know, this could decide whether or not they get a first-round exit or whether they get an easier matchup in the first round and they can make it on later into the playoffs.
I completely agree, Billy, and as we say that, the Mepham Pirates coming back out from the locker room, ready to begin the second half.
Here comes Great Neck South, coming out to their bench, done with their talk. Rocco, what do you think Great Neck has been talking about? What do you think they need to correct in order to come back and compete against the Mepham Pirates this half?
You know, Billy, you know, I'm pretty sure that Coach Umstatter, you know, is a little disappointed in his team's play, you know. I mean, they certainly are what, you know, he thinks that they're a better defensive team of what they're putting up right now. You know, they're only down by 10, but they've been getting, as you said, the zone is definitely poked some holes in it. You know, and Mepham has been driving and it's been causing havoc. But what I think he did say in that huddle was that, you know, it's a Friday night, last game of the season. Let's make it count headstrong into the playoffs right now. And, you know, try and hype up his team because they're definitely going to be a little down and out because they're down by 10 heading into the second half. But that's what I think he said. They have to keep their heads up, and they got to come back. They got to play strong defense, strong offense, and carry this game into the playoffs.
I agree, and you know, one of the other big factors could be how they're feeling right now, because mostly in team sports like basketball, you're down by quite a bit, you know. Their demeanors could be very low right now. They could not be so happy right now. They could have their chins down, and the coach could be telling them to keep their heads up now because you know, most players when they get down, they tend to get their heads out of the game and they can't really play well. But, you know, these players need to stay positive, they need to stay active, and they need to keep their energy up and make sure they continue to play tough.
Definitely well said, Billy. And as I say that, halftime coming to a close. Mepham Pirates are up 24-14. Coach Umstatter of the Great Neck South Rebels giving his team a very encouraging pep talk as they head into the second half, down by 10.
Look, Rocco, when it's not working, push it in. Push?
Yeah.
Hurry up, Brandon. Hurry up.
Wait.
Hurry.
Vanderwater takes it out of bounds. Julia Linekin heads up the court, passes the Pagonis on the right wing, back to Linekin, over to the left wing of Vanderwater. Back out to Pagonis. She drives right. She drives in, gets clobbered by two Great Neck South Rebels as ball goes out of bounds, but Mepham will retain the ball. Pagonis takes it out. Finds Vanderwater on the right wing. Back up to Linekin. Over to Marianne Pagonis, 4-3. In and out, rebounded by Vanderwater. She drives with the left hand, and she gets it in to go.
Vanderwater is really feeling good about her shot now. She's been making pretty much all of them. And there's the fast-paced offense. Emily Gow with a missed shot over the backboard.
Pagonis runs up the court, gives it to Vanderwater, back out to Pagonis, up top to Linekin, back out to Pagonis again. Linekin, Castaldo. Great ball movement by the Mepham Pirates. Back up to Pagonis, 4-3. In and out again.
You can tell Pagonis really wanted that one to connect.
She's really been having the hot hand tonight. She already has 3 3-pointers made.
And after that one, Vivian misses her 3, and Pagonis comes back to get her rebound.
Careless turnover by Vanderwater gives Great Neck South the ball. Diligianis trying to find someone. She finds Vivian, back out to Diligianis. That's going to be a double dribble on Sanders.
Another turnover.
You know, Billy, turnovers really, really killing Great Neck South right now.
I totally agree with that. That's pretty much been the main cause of why they're down by so much. They've just been playing a little sloppy.
Pagonis out on the left wing. She drives. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Forstner. That'll be a travel. Coming in is Lauren Wong for number 15, Casey Sanders. 6:32 left in the third quarter. Mepham up 26-14. Ariana McLean, a sophomore, she's really been coming into herself. She's been having a great second season as a varsity center.
See the pass, took a couple bounces there. That's why they're playing a little sloppy, you know. They need to go out there and be aggressive, get the ball.
Out of bounds, another careless turnover by Great Neck South. Linekin takes it up the court. Looks like Maxine Bresnader came in for Ariana McLean. Linekin back up to Pagonis. Left side, Castaldo. She finds Vanderwater for 2. She gets that one to fall. Vanderwater having herself a nice game.
14-point lead for the Mepham Pirates after that shot.
Mepham increasing their lead every possession they get so far.
Play yours. Get inside.
Tightly contested by Bresnader.
Play straight up. No help. Play no.
Stolen by Cal Castaldo.
Watch your back.
And the Pirates are going to slow this possession down, play it very carefully. Maybe take some time off the clock with this large lead.
Definitely trying to regroup. Pagonis, Castaldo on the left wing, Vanderwater, Castaldo. Linekin on the right side. She's calling for down low. She can't get it. Pagonis, Castaldo, does 5 things. She tries right, left. And gets the 2-pointer to go. What a great try by Carol Castaldo. She saw the lane and she drove. Great play.
One of the multiple times that the Mepham Pirates have exposed the zone defense of the Great Neck South Rebels.
Glenn is trying to find something. And another turnover
And you
for Great Neck South.
And you could tell Vivian Valente is a little frustrated after that one.
Lineker drives at the court. Finds Begonis up top. Vanderwater on the left side. Misses the three-pointer. Rebounded by Delis Janis. Forster drives up the floor. It's Lantis up top. He's trying to find something. Finds Wong on the right wing. Wong drives right. What a great drive, but she couldn't get that to fall. Rebounded by Amber Rogendorf. Couldn't get that one to fall, but she will go to the line and shoot two.
Lauren Long shooting the free throws.
Lauren Wong, Coach Umstatter says she is a tweeney, but not a forward. Doesn't really have the ball skills to be a guard, but she can shoot, and she's a pretty strong defensive player.
And the first free throw was missed as Megan Rawlingson comes in for Maxine Bresnader. Second free throw is good. 30 to 15, 15-point lead. That's the first point of the half so far for the Great Neck South Rebels.
Midwood on the right side. Begonis from way downtown. That was a long ball, three-pointer from way beyond the arc. She was testing her range right there, and she got that one to fall. She brings Mepham's lead back up to 18, the largest lead of the night for the Mepham Pirates so far. Great post move by Delis Janis.
Speak up a little bit.
Begonis on the right side. Finds Lineker up top, back at the Begonis. He's definitely trying to use her hot hand. She's been lights out from downtown so far this game. Begonis for three again. Can't get that one to fall.
You can tell every time she shoots it, she really wants that one to go in. That's why she takes so much pride in her three-point shot.
Definitely, Billy. She definitely has the confidence for all those three-pointers for it to go up. Lauren Wong drives and she gets the foul. She will go to the line for two. Mepham 33, Great Neck South 17. 3:18 left in the second quarter. Marianne Begonis, 11 points so far as we discussed, Billy. She's really been having herself a nice game.
Rocco, what do you think the problem is with the Rebels right now? Why can't they cut down this lead?
You know, Billy, as we talked about during halftime, you know, the Great Neck South, as we talked to Coach Umstatter, said that, you know, when they pass too much, it leads to turnovers, and turnovers lead to chaos. And when that happens, you know, there's nothing telling what happens, but, you know, it's... Great Neck South basket brings Mepham's lead down to 13. Lineker up top. She's covered tightly. Finds Vanderwater on the right side. Up top, Lineker back over to Begonis, but she travels. Gets the traveling call. It will be Great Neck South ball.
You know, there is much of a difference between the reactions between Mepham and Great Neck South after the turnover. Great Neck South turns the ball over, and, you know, most likely they're going to, you know, give a face to the ref or be a little upset after that one. Mepham turns the ball over, however. It looks like they really want that one back, and they get hyped up for the next possession.
That was a great hustle play by Karen Cristaldo. Her and Marianne Begonis are definitely some great attack players on this team. Turnover by Great Neck South again. Begonis comes up with the ball. Bobbled by Great Neck South. Still bobbled. And as that goes out of bounds, Coach Mulvey of the Mepham Pirates calls a timeout with 2:36 left to go in the third quarter. So, Billy, as we talk about all the turnovers committed by Great Neck South, what do you think has to be going on through the minds of Coach Umstatter in this huddle right now?
Well, I feel like for the Mepham Pirates, they need to continue on with what they're doing, and they need to continue to play physical and play tough. because, you know, it's going really good for them. They need to stay positive. They need to keep the ball moving. They need to stay tough on defense. Defense wins this game for them.
And as you know, Billy, this is Coach Umstatter's 21st season with the great Next South Rebels. He's done a great job so far this season. You know, really getting the best out of his girls and fighting for that last playoff spot, as we said before. You know, just a great overall season. And this playoffs berth was definitely a huge feat for this young Great Next South Rebels team. Looks like Pagoda's taking out about. Flies all the way back court to Lincoln. Back out to Pagodas on the left wing. Finds Lincoln. Back over to Castaldo on the right wing. There's Pagodas over to Vanderwater. Pagodas, great move. She drives. Can't get that one to fall. Still fighting. Both teams. Comes up with Megan Rolson, rebounded by Vanderwater. She goes up for the two. She can't get that one to go. Rebounded by Dylan Janice. Lauren Wong takes up to the left side. Can't find anything. She finds Forstner on the left side. Gets it down back low to Amber Rogendorf, and she gets that two to fall. And brings Mempham's lead down to 11 points. Billy, Amber Rogendorf has done a great job so far in the second half. You know, her rebounding presence down low has been great for second chance points coming up for Great Next South. It's like Wong. She gets it down to Rogendorf again. Rogendorf, that's her second straight post-move score. And she cuts the lead to single digits, 9 points. Vanderwater tries. She gets that one to go. And as she scores, Coach Mulvey calls timeout.
It's a very smart decision for Coach Mulvey. You know, Great Next South has scored twice in a row off of that, and Megan Rawson letting up those 4 points, but then she gets that beautiful assist, and then now that leads to the timeout. And Megan Rawson now only has 2 points, but she's been playing real tough and real hard today. She's playing very good defense, and she's playing very good for her teammates. She's real moving the ball, and she's very good at finding open teammates underneath the basket and on the perimeter.
So, Billy, what do you think has been going through Coach Mulvey's head so far with his girls' play in the second half?
Well, I think Mepham so far is doing a great job in the second half. You know, like I said earlier, the defense and the offense is both so well-rounded right now. And I don't think there's anything really doing wrong. Maybe correct a few mistakes. You know, maybe when Great Next South gets underneath the basket, they should have a couple of heads swarm to the ball and get multiple people to double team, maybe even triple team the ball when they're underneath the basket and allow no easy shots when they're that close.
Let's start coming out to the timeout. Ariana McLean comes in for Megan Rolson. Out there, Marianne Bagodis, Julia Linekin, Kelsey Vanderwater, and Carol Castaldo coming out for Great Next South. Della Janis, Forstner, Rogendorf, Vlantis, and Wong. Forstner passes to Della Janis. She moves up the court. She finds Rogendorf. Vlantis for two. She gets that one to fall. And Mempham's lead is cut to 9 points, single digits.
After that basket, Great Next South is hoping to take the momentum after that.
Castaldo on the left wing. Finds Bagodis. Back up to Linekin. Over to the right wing. There's Vanderwater with a good drive. She gets that two to fall. And she brings the Mepham lead back up to 11. Forstner trying to find something. Tight defense being played by the Mepham Pirates. Great defense by Bagodis. Then Carol Castaldo trying to fight for it, but picked up by Vlantis. Finds Wong in the right corner. Great block by Vanderwater over Delajanis. Comes up, Ariel McLean comes up with the ball. Up the court is Linekin. Vanderwater on the right wing. Bagodis. Linekin. She finds something. Great fake move. Ariana McLean to the post. What a great move by Ariana McLean in the post. And she gets the Mepham lead back up to 13.
You see Mempham's really connecting here. Great ball movement here. And the chemistry really starting to show.
And at the buzzer, a great shot by Vivian Vlantis at the buzzer. She cuts Mempham's lead to 10. What a great shot at the buzzer by Vivian Vlantis. Cut the lead to 10 going into the fourth quarter.
And I'm back, Rocco. I am back and better than ever, my guy.
Back to join me in the booth is my colleague, Brendan Hislop. How's it going, Brendan?
Good, Rocco. How are you?
I'm great. You know, Brendan, what a great sequence of events for the Mepham Pirates in that second half. Building the lead, their largest lead in that third quarter was 18 points. But now, Great Neck South coming back with the 3 at the buzzer by Vivian Vlantis. They cut the lead to 10. What do you think has to be going through the minds of both coaches?
I feel like Coach Mulvey's a little disappointed in the way that the Pirates ended that quarter. And I feel like they need to step it up at the beginning of the fourth. They are up 10, but Mulvey will not be happy if Great Neck South Rebels get anywhere close.
Yes, Brandon. And also, he just doesn't want his team to fall into Great Neck South's pace. He's told us before that he wants them to play at their own pace. Don't let other teams dictate your pace. And, you know, that's really becoming a factor for the Mepham Pirates, but they've taken control of this game, and they're up by 10 heading into the fourth quarter.
Rocco, I really feel like the defense of the Pirates has to step up throughout this fourth quarter, and the offense of Great Neck South has to step up in this fourth quarter.
Definitely, Brent. And as you know, the fourth quarter, you know, if you're winding down, you know, every timeout and foul that they can give is crucial. You know, I mean, we've seen it before. As we flash back to the Caleb Dolly-Smith night when Mepham boys played Calhoun. Those last 2 minutes were definitely huge, but it was all turned over when it was a wide-open Jalen Rose for that dunk, and that really sealed the game.
Jalen Roseman, yes.
As we head back, Venda won a ring. Then she gets Burgonis. Lincoln on the right side. Burgonis up top. Finds Lincoln on the right side. Fakes the shot. Can't find anything. Burgonis drives left. Drives right. What a great move. For 2.
Yeah.
What a great
sequence of play there by the Mepham Pirates.
Yes, I would say so, Brandon. I would say so.
Chelsea, no help. Play your straight.
Vitus gives it to Wong. Turnover again. Lincoln comes up the ball. Burgonis, left wing. Vandewater. Castaldo. Fakes. Drives. What a great drive by Karen Castaldo. She really recognized with the pump fake and that she drove. But I had to land. Another turnover by Great Neck South. Brandon, the turnovers just keep racking up for Great Neck South. That's really been hurting them this second half.
Yes, the reason why the Mepham Pirates have been so successful so far this game is that they have limited the turnovers. And also been having very good ball movement throughout the whole game.
Definitely, and as I say that, Marianne Burgonis, that deadly three-point shooter from downtown, knocks another tray down. She's been having a great game on senior night.
Burgonis, the last regular season game before her start at playing college.
Before they head to the playoffs.
Last regular season game before she starts playing college.
yeah, you're right. Lincoln in the left corner. Taken away by Wong. Wong drives to the court. Gives it to Forster, left side. Gives it down low.
Very good move there.
What a great move by Dylan Janis. She's been having another person who's having another great game.
There's Vivian Vlantis. Been doing very good so far. Probably one of the best for Great Neck South so far this game. Burgonis for 3. Oh, babe.
Oh, Brandon. Another three-pointer from the senior. You know, that just shows there. You know, she's having a great game.
Rocco, I got to say, Marianne Burgonis is hot right now. Everything's just dropping for her. And a good move by Wong.
Definitely, Brandon. And as I say, that Coach Umstatter of Great Neck South takes a timeout, a 30-second timeout. 5:40 left in the fourth quarter. Mepham up by 20, their biggest lead of the game. Brandon, as we head down to the final minutes, you know, the play of Marianne Burgonis has been stellar this game. She's hit almost 6 threes in this game. That's really been a great feat for the Mepham Pirates so far this season. She's covered a really great bear. That's a great bear ACL injury.
Also stepping up so far for Great Neck South has been Lauren Wong.
She's had a very great fourth quarter. You know, she last two possessions she scored. What a great game she's had too.
A nice play there by Wong before the timeout.
Marianne Pagonis already has 19 points. She's really had herself a game so far, Brandon. You know, I told you about it before. When she has the hot hand, she's not afraid to shoot from downtown. Very lethal from beyond the arc.
I compare her to like a James Harden. When she got the hot hand, it's gonna fall.
Yes, Brandon, I would compare it to a James Harden, but in this aspect, we come back to Pagonis gives it to Lincoln on the right side. Vanderwood up top. Lincoln trying to find them down low. Vanderwood gives it to Pagonis again for three. Almost had that, didn't fall. Rebound again by Castaldo, and the second chance points with no boxer right there by Great Neck South. Gives it Castaldo on the easy two.
Big offensive rebound there by Cara Castaldo.
Brandon, another factor that's hurt the Great Neck South is definitely the second chance points and not boxing out. That's really hurt them this quarter.
Big steal there by Vanderwater. Good awareness to jump in front of the offender and steal the ball.
Pagonis finds Vanderwater. She drives, can't find anything. Back up to Pagonis. Mepham resets. Lincoln, Pagonis. My mistake, Vanderwater. That's Pagonis. Castaldo finds Ariel McLean. 4-2, in and out. Forster up the court.
Big steal by Lincoln, but doesn't hustle to keep it in.
What great hustle by Julia Lincoln right there. As I say that, Laura Della Croce comes in for Julia Lincoln. Julia Lincoln has definitely had a great game hustle. Carol Castaldo has 8 points so far in this game. Another great factor for this Mepham Pirates this season so far and this game.
No foul. Just keep her there. Come on. Get it dead.
That's Forster. She finds Volantis. Good
defense there by McLean.
Pagonis.
Here's Rory Del Croce. Looks to swing it around.
Del Croce thought about shooting. Turnover, but rebounded by Ariana McLean. That's going to be a double dribble on Mepham. Great Neck South retains possession. Valerie Delagianis has had a great game so far. What did you say, Vernon?
Lauren Wong. Wong to Delagianis. Delagianis shoots behind, but a foul on Vanderwater.
That was some aggressive defense right there, Brandon.
A great pass in from Wong.
As I say that, Delagianis goes to the line for two, hoping to cut Mepham's lead. She makes the first one.
The jump free throw is good. You don't really see that much often so much.
As I say that, Maxine Bresnader comes off the bench in for Ariana McLean. Delagianis at the line.
Good boxing out by Bresnader.
Misses the second one.
I gotta say, Rocco, Bresnader's green shoes are a little snazzy. What do you have to say?
Castaldo misses the three-pointer. Finds Volantis on the right side. She shoots for three.
Oh.
Can't get that one to go. Rebounded toughly. Still broken up. Comes up. Roy Del Croce comes up the ball. Pagonis drives up the court.
Del Croce.
Finds Bresnader. Backs out to Del Croce. Doesn't find anything. Pagonis, Bresnader. That's going to be a turnover on Mepham. As I say that, Vivian Volantis comes in for Delagianis, and Julia Lincoln comes in for...
Correction there, Rocco. Mia Volantis actually is coming in. Not Vivian Volantis.
My mistake, Mia and Vivian are both sisters. Vanderwood comes up, and it's off to the races. She goes all the way, and she gets the two-pointer to go. 2:49 left to go in the fourth quarter. Up above 53-34.
Good screen there from Wong. Goes out for Rebel ball. Casey Sanders. That is not Casey Sanders.
foul on number 20, Cara Crisaldo.
It's Valentis. She takes it out of bounds. Can't find anything.
Good pass to Mia Valentis.
Finds Mia Valentis. Gets down low. Turnover again. Lincoln comes up with the ball.
It doesn't freeze, right? You guys know. All right, Maxine Bresnan is next. You have to commentate.
3-second timeout.
So, Brent, as we head into the timeout with 2:27 left to go in the fourth quarter, what do you think has to be going on in these huddles right now?
I feel like Mepham coach Mulvey is telling his girls to just keep the 19-point lead. And for the Great Neck South Rebels, number 32, Emily Gal, has been a big factor off the bench so far. She has been contributing very well on offense and on defense.
What a great game overall so far.
And a very special night for the seniors, Rocco.
Yes, very emotional but special night.
I heard next year that, Rocco, you're trying out for basketball. Do you think you'll meet the varsity?
Maxine Bresnan has been a big factor off the Mepham Pirates bench. She only has 1 point, but her down-low presence really gives away for all the teams.
I'm telling you, Rocco, it's the green shoes that help her out.
Seems to be a controversy on the floor. Something about the time should be 3 seconds added on to the shot clock. Bagonis takes it out of bounds with 2:27 left to go in the fourth quarter. Vanderwater up top.
Vanderwater.
Vanderwater with a nice crossover right there.
Lenigan.
Vanderwater. Bagonis up top, up to Lincoln. Good, finds a cutting Vanderwater. What a great
I'm telling you, Rocco, Bagonis has been shooting the three, but all around, I definitely got to say, Vanderwater has been my MVP of the night. Who do you think has been your MVP so far this game?
You know, Brandon, I'm pretty sure it has to be Marianne Bagonis. She's done a great job so far. She scored 19 points, and her three-pointer has been deadly, as we talked about. And as I say that, that's been a double dribble on.
And the two seniors coming out, number 3, Julia Linikin, and number 4, Kelsey Vanderwater. What a special time it's been for those two on the Mepham Pirates.
And as they go out, they get a great round of applause from the crowd. Overall, great game so far tonight.
And now 2 more seniors coming out. Number 11, Marianne Bagonis, and number 20, Karen Castaldo. Marianne Bagonis, a special factor throughout the Mepham community so far as her 5 years on varsity. And for Karen Castaldo, just a great player, all 4 years on varsity.
Yes, Brandon, they've all had great seasons, and just great season overall, you know. I mean, they've had their hard work and dedication has really been appreciated by the coaching staff, including Coach Mulvey, and he really expressed that tonight in his speech. And as I say that, Great Neck South misses that. It looks like another substitution will be coming in. Vishelli comes in, including number 5, Danae Bayer for Lauren Wong and Lauren Forster.
Lauren Wong has done very well this fourth quarter.
That's it, Sam. Hey, we're 23 the whole way.
That's a very nice defense there by number 22, Samantha Anderson, the junior, another strong practice player for them. Finds them time if the opportunity presents itself.
Taken away by Caroline Keene.
Last broadcast we did of the Mepham girls varsity team, I remember Caroline Keene had a very nice game against the Kennedy Cougars.
Definitely, Brandon. Her three-pointer was definitely a factor in that game. Lauren Yellow coaching up top.
Rollinson
Finds Julia Rollinson. Can't get that. Go. Rebound. My mistake. Sam Tagliata with the second chance. Rebound, but couldn't get that to fall. Vishelli gives it up to Valentis. She drives, and she gets that one to fall. Mepham's up by 19 with 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Gotta spread out, girls. Kansas.
Lauren Della Croce. There's Keane on the right wing. Finds Tagliano. Della Croce, 4-3. In and out. Rebounded by Volantis. She goes off to the races for the left-hand layup, and she gets that one to fall.
Good transition there from the Great Neck South Rebels.
Hey, keep it alive, keep it alive.
So, Brett, as we wind down these last final seconds, with 19 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter, it's been a great night overall, especially for the seniors. They put a lot of dedication, and they've really been appreciated for the hard work over the course of these years with the varsity program. What a great night overall for these players.
A very special night for the seniors and also their families. I mean, family is just a big part in everything. They take you everywhere. They're just always there for you.
Yes, Brandon, definitely. Family is always a big factor in your life. It's great to see that these girls' families come out here and support them every game, every time they come out, and every time they play.
Give us a
There's Della Croce up top, as she dribbles out the clock with 3 seconds, 2 seconds.
And a huge win for the Mepham Pirates as they beat Great Neck South 57-38 on this February 9th, 2018, Friday night, senior night. It was a great game tonight between the Pirates and the Great Neck South Rebels, and we'll catch you next time on BMB.